technical stuff that you need to do. Della is a whiz with that. That's why she's in the business.
We are streaming on YouTube.
Streaming on YouTube as well. Hello, people on YouTube.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We are streaming on Kickstarter, Facebook. Hello.
Yeah.
So that's odds lot. So we are streaming on Kickstarter. We're streaming on Facebook. We're streaming on Twitter. We are streaming on Periscope, and we are streaming on YouTube. So we have a lot of channels going. We just had a customer walk in the shop, so Joe's gone to disappear. What we're going to do today is give a few puzzles for you to solve live on air. That'll be fun. And we're going to explain a bit more about Cosy Killer. I keep looking at all the different pictures of my face.
Yeah, just look at the cameras. Look at the cameras. That's probably the best way to do it. And then if anybody's got a question, they can. So we've got 3 live viewers now. Hello on Kickstarter. Do drop in, say hello, tell us what
send
you
us a
want to know.
chat or a
Q&A.
Q&A. We've only just learned about Q&A, so if we had missed that before, we're sorry. We're very new to this.
So I shall start taking the instant board down while we've got somebody in the office at the same time. So should I keep the instant board up? I'll keep the instant board up.
Keep the incident
board up. So this was a murder mystery we did a couple of months ago now.
Yeah.
But we've kind of kept it up.
Whereabouts was it?
This one was at Healing Manor.
Healing Manor.
Yeah.
And you tried the one on and it felt fine.
You could be an actor with quick changes like that.
Yeah.
So hello Gary F18A. I had to say the full name. I couldn't just say Gary. I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, Cosy Killer. It's if you don't know, if you haven't read our Kickstarter, it's a monthly subscription box. So once a month you'll get a box to the door that's filled with trinkets and clues and codes and all these things that if they discover and work out and kind of fit together. And at the end of the 12-month box, you'll have all the information you need to solve a murder. Looks like a murder scene. Yeah, this is our mock incident board. This was for a murder mystery we did about a year ago, and I nearly knocked it down. And we're going to take it down, and we're going to put some Cosy Killer type objects up there to give you an idea of how you should solve your Cosy Killer if and when it gets funded. We've got about 12 days to raise a lot of cash, but we're positive still. Yeah, I like being a detective. Well, Pickle Juice, if you check our Kickstarter, we're called Cosy Killer. That's with an S, COSYKILLER. We are hoping to make this game where you receive a box every month, and it's got loads of codes and clues and Latin text and all this stuff that you get to solve.
It's so typical, isn't it? The one time you decide to go live on it and the only customer you have in the day walks in.
Sod's law.
Sod's law.
So,
she's now looking at dresses. She might be back.
We might just ask her to join the live stream.
Yeah, random customers. So that was a picture of an apple. So these are the kind of things that we do. Picture an apple, half-eaten apple. It had a puzzle. There was a puzzle element to this murder mystery. So we do these live action ones. It's actually one of the pledges, isn't it? You can go to a live action murder mystery.
Slow down your tech.
Blah, 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 blah. You can do live action murder mysteries with us. Where are you located?
So
we're in
Lincolnshire, England, but we send these boxes worldwide. So we have a lot
and we
of
run
business.
events worldwide.
Yeah.
So we've been out to
Hawaii, Egypt. We went to Australia recently this year. America really loves our kind of Downton Abbey themed kind of 1920s style murder mysteries. So we do a lot of work there as well. I've just noticed how messy my hair and how much lacking of makeup my face has. God loves HD cameras.
It's good, isn't it? Any other questions? Just feel to ask it. Feel. Just feel to ask yourself. That's fine.
You like. You're looking at. Thank you, Pickle Juice. Is that a chin face? No. What's the picture?
Amazing in HD.
I know the picture. Her profile picture. You can't. Oh,
it's gone.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Don't do that.
Don't touch.
Yeah. So we do the live action murder mysteries all over the world. And this one was one we did fairly locally, but because we did it in the winter, a lot of the clues were meant to be outside on the islands that were located around the hotel. So we did an inside board just in case the weather was too bad to go out. So this was our inside incident board.
Inside incident board. And for people on Periscope, we're really sorry because it's mirrored and we can't change that. So yours says "Drop to Disney." instead of instant board.
But actually, well, if you watch it after it's been broadcast, it flips it the other way around again. So although it's looking bad to us now, if they come back later and watch it later, I've just dropped a pin on the floor.
I'll find it in my foot later, don't
I
worry.
was more worried about the dog finding it in her foot, but I can't see.
Oh yeah, we have an office dog as well. We have a small office, which you might be able to see when the incident board is down. But we have an office dog, which is a border collie. Floss! Come here.
Just sit down.
Come, okay. 1, 2, 3. This is Floss, the office dog. Hello.
Mummy, what's Della doing to me on television?
Look, who's that? She's in. Who's that? Oh no, she's going.
She's going to go and have a sleep. It's very hot.
A lot of love for the doggo. A lot of love for the doggo. Oh.
She is a cute dog. Though.
She is. She's more famous than we could ever wish to be. Office dog. Yeah, office dog is a great thing. If you have an office, the best thing to attract customers is get a dog, because they just walk in and go, oh, look, a dog. Well, I'm here. I'm going to buy this and this and this.
Or not, as the case will be. Sometimes they just come in to see the dog and that's it.
Well, I think it's a good marketing tactic.
It's the right way around to me. Oh, thanks very much for letting us know, because it looks the wrong way around, but maybe it's because we're looking on our camera.
Yeah,
It could
be.
be. Could be because we're looking on our camera.
Just...
Anyway, so yeah, incident board. So this is what we put up for the.
We're getting so far with this live
yeah, it's always the way we're.
So far, we've introduced ourselves without saying our actual name, and we've said there's an incident board behind us, all of which you could have guessed anyway.
Hello, I'm Joe.
Hello, I'm Della.
And
Hello,
we're from
I'm Floss. Red Herring Games. Or we're known as Cosy Killer to a lot of you.
Cosy Killer is a product we're bringing to market this year.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, a little bit unusual, a little bit strange, and it's very new to us. So we're trying to explain something to you that has never before been seen in the world. It's a brand new concept. So when it comes to doing anything, this is as new as it gets. This is the coalface of newness.
Newness.
The newness coalface. And murder mysteries.
Why don't we use that name instead of Cosy Killer? It's so much more catchy.
The newness coalface.
The newness coalface.
The newness coalface. The dog is just sneaking her nose around the bottom of this instant one.
Please don't knock it over. I've already had a pin to my head this morning. It wasn't nice. Oh, see, I think people were right when they said you should stream for longer, because now we've got a nice collection of viewers, and
we have.
It's very
so
nice.
Do say hello. Pop in, say hello. Tell
Ask
us where
us
you're
questions.
streaming from. Tell us where you're coming from, because someone's asked us
where
where we're based. We'd
where
love to know where you.
based?
Um,
Johnny Red 49. Where are you based? We want to know about your life.
Yeah, tell us about you. That would be lovely. Find out where everybody's coming over from, because it's quite difficult to pitch a time that we get people in the UK and overseas at the same time.
Yeah.
So we've kind of gone for 2, in the hope that we can catch you guys on the Eastern Seaboard as well. Hello.
Hello. From Australia. Well.
Australia. Goodness, what time is it with you in Australia?
Don't get some sleep. Stay here. But we've just been to Australia.
It must be early doors. Must be early doors in Australia.
We've just been to Australia because we're opening an office down there.
We haven't.
Oh no, Emma.
And she saw fruit bats, hence there were fruit bats on the board.
We all got a didgeridoo and everything.
And she told us koalas are boring.
Yeah, she said koalas were boring. We thought they'd be dead interesting. She preferred the fruit bats.
Oxford. Hello, Oxford.
Hello, Oxford.
You might well get our quiz for the day. Have we still got 3 left? We've got 3 left.
2 people answered yesterday's conundrum. So
we've got 3 ginger dead men left available to quiz people.
We posted. Did we post it on Facebook as well, or was it just on the
Kickstarter
update?
and we emailed. We emailed everybody.
Okay.
Connected to us.
So
but you can win. Dun, dun, dun. This is a ginger dead man. You can't see it on the camera, but you might be able to see it on these 2.
Ginger
It's
dead
basically
man.
gingerbread, but we call them ginger dead. I think they're really cool.
There's a pun in there.
There's a pun in there.
Okay, so this was our conundrum for yesterday, and 2 people's got it right so far, and you've got to be kind of into
timetables.
Not timetable. No one's into timetable.
Yeah, it's train.
I love
Agatha
timetables.
Christie sells just about everything on train timetables. If you ever watch any of those, they're nearly all train timetables.
Okay. If I'm on the 8:34 a.m. train from Grimsby Town, changing in Sheffield and passing through Derby.
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 Where are you from? It's a bit like my candelabras.
Yeah, Joe calls candelabras. I used to work with a lady called Lucy, who, in her defence, was from Poland, and she called leopards leopards. We didn't
My
have the
husband
match on.
still says that cats stalk.
Instead of stalk.
Yeah, and you have ghosts and gowls.
Isn't that gowls when you get that soggy part there? Isn't that?
No, that's jowls.
Oh.
Jowls, not
The
gowls.
more you know.
The less you
Do you want to read this? Because I've already said Derby.
Right,
Read it slowly. You have a naturally fast
so
speaking
yesterday's quiz, for which there are still 3 available prizes, so it will go first come, first served. And I think as we're live, if you can comment in the live chats, then it can go to you, and we'll try and do it. Is it you train?
voice. So, is it you train on the up or down?
Okay. Well, this is why you have to
Okay.
listen carefully. Are you ready?
You'll be able to read this if you go on our Kickstarter page update. So
Yeah, if it's on
it'll
the
be easy
last
to read
update,
it.
so it might be good to read it. So if otherwise, listen, and if you get it right, chat quickly, and the first 3 that get it right get a Ginger Dead Men through the post. So if I'm on the 8:34 a.m. train from Grimsby Town, changing in Sheffield and passing through Derby, which fictional detective could meet me on the 12:40 p.m. train?
You know what? That sounds like
And
my A-level maths
It
exams.
does, but you've got to say which one was going faster as well. That does sound like which one was going faster on the track.
Oh, this
But no,
sounds
that's-
diabolical. This is not my idea of fun. No, I'm joking. We had
Nobody's
a cool
got
one.
it yet. Has anybody got it yet? No.
No.
Nobody's got it yet. We'll have to try again later.
We had a really a good one, which stumped a lot of people. And that was our last update, which was if Richard has 8, 2, 2, 2, 1,
One.
and 1, what game is he playing? And it stumped so many people. And the answer was chess, because it was 8 pawns, 2 bishops, 2 rooks, 2
Two
knights,
knights.
1 king, and 1 queen.
And,
So-
and there were loads of people who got stuck with that one, and we had to give out lots and lots of hints.
Yeah. So if you like conundrums and that, this is the live stream for you.
Yeah. So, incident board is now empty, Della. We've emptied it of the last incident.
Wow, that's
so,
wasted 13 minutes. Let's go.
so
Oh, I've got a gun.
Cosy Killer is all about trying to solve a murder mystery plot as it gets given to you. So, unlike a book where you would read,
Is that
quick
what you do
plug
with a
for my
book?
book.
She's an author.
I'm an author and I have written a book, and it's on Amazon, 99p to download.
Stop plugging.
So, unlike a book where we tell you where to look, hello,
Stop
where we tell you
rhyming.
where to look and what you're supposed to understand and see from an event. So, unlike a
Completely.
book, my
My
question
question-
was, what if the train was delayed? It's not delayed or cancelled.
know what?
We're going to go with
I'm
the
with you,
Jeremy
Aussie
Corbyn's
mate.
taken over the whole railway line, and it's all working to timetable.
Is that one of his promises? Is he God? No one can control the timetable of the trains.
If it was the Fat Controller at Thomas the Tank Engine, nothing would be running out of time.
Who did
So-
he meet? The Fat Inspector.
The Fat Controller, it's not the Fat Inspector.
Yeah, but now he's a super sleuth.
So where did I got to? Yeah. So
I
Cozy
don't
Killer,
know.
Cozy Killer, unlike a book, and it's also unlike a murder mystery game, which I did have one on the desk and I've lost it. We supply murder mystery games. That's our regular. Jenna's going to go. Dum 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 dum. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Back again. Back again. Back again. Here she comes. So unlike murder mystery games, which we also sell, where we tell you exactly what questions to ask and what questions to answer,
And give you scripts and
the
whatnot.
scripts and
And
everything
you have
else.
to
So-
work them out in weird accents.
in
Depending
weird
on...
accent. Where are you? We're in Grimsby in the UK. Where are you?
It's nothing like the Sacha Baron Cohen film, we promise. I heard
we
that
wear
dream.
pants.
We wear pants in Grimsby. But we send to all around the world. We do murder mysteries all
We
around
do
the
murder
world.
mysteries. So unlike a book where you get told what to look for,
You
and
said
unlike
like a book 50
yeah, I know.
times.
Malaysia.
book.
Wow, that's miles. And unlike a game
Where?
where again we tell you
Malaysia.
Malaysia's
My
miles
middle
away.
name is Malaysian. Little random fact. It's Maylan.
Maylan.
There we go.
So unlike that, so Cozy Killer is where we're going to provide you as the detective inspector all the evidence for a case, and you've got to solve it yourself. So we just send it to you through the post, and you've got to work out who did it and why.
Can I just please point out the mad squat that Joe's got going on so she can fit on camera?
Yeah, I've got to keep squatting down. I did bring in a stool, but I can't stool and And
Lumpa.
so what we've got is you can't read this, which is just as well because I've just basically
British woman dead. That's all you need.
I've just produced this quickly this morning, and Cosy Killer won't look anything like this. The reason we're crowdfunding Cosy Killer is that we want it to look absolutely fantastically special. My knees are going to go. I'll go and find a stool.
Sit down.
Sit down. So Cosy Killer is going to be really well graphic designed. We've got to do a lot of research. We're speaking to the National Archives and the Victoria and Albert Museum already about stuff that we're going to get. So we're going to try and get real news articles. And if we can't get the real stuff, we're going to... Is it legit book? Yes, it's a legit book.
Yeah.
You can buy it on Amazon. If you look up The Missing Witness by Joe Smedley, it's on Amazon.
Incident board is too distracting. We're going to fill the incident board.
We're going to fill the incident board.
We planned to do it straight away, and we're now 15 minutes in, and we haven't touched it.
We're starting. So when the Cosy Killer boxes arrive, you're going to have lots and lots of evidence, but it's going to be real time period stuff, memorabilia from the era, things like that. That's going to be real. The idea of Cosy Killer is it's a bit more immersive, so a bit like our live action ones that I've just taken off the incident board where you'd have spoken to a suspect. You can't do that. But what we're going to do is provide you with evidence and things like that that's going to make it feel immersive to you. So you'll get odd things.
You get a box with stuff you can touchy-feely and trinkets from India, which are actually can be imported from India. And also you get stuff like this. These are just...
samples.
Home examples that we've had to whip up. Like there's a lovely note written in Latin.
At the moment.
And so you'd have to translate that, and then coding, which you'd have to figure out and realise what it means. And
it's gonna look better than this. This is just very homespun to show you how you would solve Cosy Killer. But we needed to make everything bigger so that you could see it on the live stream.
Get, like, pictures of people.
So we're in the middle of talking to the Victoria and Albert Museum. We're in the middle of talking to the National Archives. So we're going to get real stuff that we can copy and send to you. So it is real. It is real stuff. It's just that we might adjust slightly to put the clues in. So you get something like this. So Marie Jones, which you'll have found out if you watch the trailer on Kickstarter, is dead.
What?
I knew!
And
I have, for the purposes of this, said she's died in a car accident, hence the car. But if you were to read anything else, it's a car. It's a 1930s car crashed into a tree. If you were to read the rest of the blurb underneath it, you would see it is really just holding text.
Lots of small typos. No one can see it on live stream, but it looks better. And better if there's lots written under here, even if it's all bollocks and means very little. That's exactly what it says.
Just for you.
Amazing.
It carries on, Gemma. So if you were solving Cosy Killer at home, you might get the first box, and in the first box you might get something that's like a newspaper article. You might think, well, how's that connected to the rest of the murder mystery kind of thing? So you might decide to do your own incident board at home, because Cosy Killer is going to arrive to your door over the space of 12 months.
Yes, you get a box a month, and it lasts for 12 months, and by the end of that 12 months you'll have absolutely everything you need to solve the murder. And I think, was we discussing maybe the last box having the solution in case people are really, really stumped?
In case people are really stuck, there will be a solution.
You should be able to solve it.
And just like there is with the we've been doing little mini puzzles on Kickstarter. People have been asking hints and things like that, and talking to each other on Kickstarter and on Twitter and Facebook about the little mini puzzles that we're doing. So just like we're doing that with our mini puzzles, with Cosy Killer, there's going to be a forum that you can speak to people and chat with them over the box contents that you're on. So depending on which box you're on, you'll be put into a particular group, and then you'll be able to chat to the people on that group about which box you're in, what you want to talk about, if there's anything you need to do. I'm hoping we're still live, yes. It's just randomly taking photographs.
The camera just made a weird noise and we're all panicking now.
So there'll be all sorts of different things within your box, and you've got to decide how it all fits together. So you might start your own incident board off, and as the months progress, you might take things on, put things off the incident board, just like they would do in a TV show, because I don't suppose it happens in a police station in real life. But they would have an incident board.
Darling, get out the corkboard.
Yes. So you might, over the course of 12 months, you might have your own little corkboard with the information on it, and you might decide to meet people for gin, because it's based in India, or tea and coffee, or have a wine club and discuss the incident board and what's going on. So those are the things you can do.
Very middle class people.
Middle class background.
Oh, Samantha, shall we meet for gin and go over Cosy Killer?
Yeah, why not?
It looks to me like it's going to
India. Is it going to rain? We're going to have to rush and get all our clothes in.
We, because it was surprisingly, for the first time ever, sunny in England. So we decided to put some clothes rail that we had in the office outside. And as soon as we've done that, it looks like it's going to rain. So if we suddenly go, whoa, and run off camera,
it's because we're bringing everything inside. And the clothes can get wet and dry again. Oh, somebody else is going. We're going to have another customer. Okay, so we've got one thing on the incident board. So I'm going to pop the map up next. So this isn't necessarily what you're going to get in your box. We've just put together some bits and pieces so you can see it on air, because obviously we don't want to give away what's in the box, because half the mystery is you don't know what's coming in your box. So if we were to give you
the puns, they're so filthy.
What?
Never mind. Never mind.
So I've got a map now. So we've got our dead persons. There's our newspaper report about the woman who's died in India. Now I've got a map. So that's maybe arrived in box 1 or 2. We don't know. So I'm going to put the map up there.
You probably got like...
And it might be that I need to find a particular place on the map. So over the course of the weeks...
You might get a piece of code that then has a, like E4, like, and then you go, oh, E4, what's that? And you're like, oh, it's this part of India. What happened
Or you
there?
might just be trying to find out where they've been. So
Yeah.
you might want to circle different towns. So there we go, trying to find
terrible.
there's Ratipur there. She says with a terrible Indian accent. So it might be that something might have happened there. So you might want to circle that on your map so you know where it is, and then you might think, oh, that's really quite important, so you might decide to get yourself a little bit of ribbon, and that's where the accident was. So let's pop a little bit of ribbon up where the accident was. So that happened in Ratipur. There we go.
Where did it happen?
Ratipur. I said with my terrible English accent, but they would never have been able to pronounce it in 1940 either, so that's fine. So we're going to say that accident happened there. So this is a kind of an example of how you would go around solving Cosy Killer. It's not necessarily how you might do it, but it's how one of the suggestions we've got for you. So also in the box, you're going to get pictures of the suspects. Now, these might be photographs. These might be sketches. So for now, I've just stolen some sketches online, as you do. Oh, we need something quickly. I'll just nick a few sketches online. So I'm very sorry. Sometimes they look a bit like Hitler.
Oh no, I've got a phone call. Go away.
Oh,
it's interrupted my live stream. Are we back? Swipe down.
Swipe down. Are we there? Are we there?
Oh.
No, we're still there. You're still there. It's just that you can't see anybody, and you've got low battery.
Yeah, but I don't think it's.
Okay. Oh, we're there. We're there. It's just double tap the flip camera.
I just received a phone call on my phone, so whatever was live streaming on Twitter.
It's ended just now.
No,
we're gonna have to do it again. So we've got all our suspects are gradually going on the board, but you can't see them because they're all behind Della's head now.
Sorry.
There you go. So we've got some suspects going up on the board. So these are people that she's maybe met during her time in India. So one of the things I can tell you is in the first box is you've got a diary of her travels to India and around India. So there's going to be some clues within that diary. It might introduce some of the suspects as well that you're going to meet over the course of the year as things unfold about it as well. So these kind of sketches might be useful. So you might decide to tear them out of the diary. If they're in the diary, you might decide to keep them where they are. These might be loose.
Thanks, Rock Mad.
Can still see. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. So I'm going to add that one up there as well. So all these different people might have something to do with particular plots, and you might decide, oh, I wonder who was at what location when, and you might discover that she, random woman with the boggly eyes, was also in Ratipur at the same time.
Random woman with the boggly eyes.
So you might start connecting up. Oh, that's a connection to there. But then you might get through the box something like this, now anybody who's been on our Kickstarter page before will recognise this, because this was our cryptic puzzle of a couple of weeks ago, which had people guessing and solving it, and it was very good because I gave nobody a code breaking cipher. They had to code break it themselves, which is going to be a bit like what Cosy Killer is going to be a bit like, because we're going to make you do the work. It doesn't get given to you on a plate. You have to decide it yourself. So yeah, do say hello, anybody who's on the chat. That would be lovely.
I'm sorry, I'm being really...
So you might get something like this through the post. You might decide to break it. So it might be a cipher you can break really easily, or you might need to find the cipher in another box. There might be a cipher in there. There's a huge hint for those who are going to take part. Some of this we've already sorted out and plotted.
Hello, Twitter. So we're very sorry about that. I got a phone call which ended up cancelling your live stream. So I do apologise for that. You are now back. Periscope stayed with us.
Yay, 'cause
YouTube,
Periscope stays.
Kickstarter, Facebook, you all stayed with us. It was hello, you guys. We're very sorry if you got kicked out. My phone rang and it deleted everything.
So what we've still got on the back, we're just gradually filling in our incident board again.
Yep. So we're talking about our Kickstarter campaign. It's their first day on Periscope.
Is it your first day? Oh.
Wow, I'm very pleased. Now, we're talking...
Hello.
Hello!
Where are you coming from? Let us know.
Yeah, we like to hear about you guys.
And if you've got any questions, question away. That's what we're here for.
So, we've got a Kickstarter going.
We'll start again.
We've got a Kickstarter going. It's called Cosy Killer. If you want to check it out on Kickstarter, you can. And, you know, you can make a pledge if you feel you need, if you want to.
Money Milk. Welcome, Money Milk, your first day on Periscope. Hello.
It's really weird that it's saying Periscope, even though it's live on Twitter. Maybe Twitter
is Periscope and Periscope is Twitter.
Maybe it's Twitter-scope or
Periscope.
Fritter. So I forgot what I was saying.
You were explaining what Cosy Killer was.
Cosy Killer is a monthly subscription box where once a month you receive a box in the post full of trinkets and clues and cryptic puzzles that you have to solve, and over the space of a year you will become an armchair detective.
Is there a script for that somewhere?
It's written in the bottom of my mug.
That's written on the bottom of your mug, yeah.
That was better than when we actually tried to
I know,
record the video.
You should have seen us trying to record the video for the Kickstarter. That was dreadful.
We have about 6 minutes of bloopers of us just trying to say our own names, and it was just going terribly wrong.
It was. Hello.
Hello. We're from
Red
Herring
Games.
Red Herring Games. Red Herring Games.
So I'm just about to add another. This is a letter. Gradually getting things up. Slowly. So these things might all arrive over the space of 12 months, and you're gradually going to have to connect all the dots with the things that you get through the post to try and work out what is important and what isn't important.
I feel we've discussed this incident board quite a lot, and so I'm going to break it up with a little question, Jo. If
we
you
haven't
were...
finished. They haven't finished. Nobody's yet got the one from yesterday.
That's okay.
Do that one again.
Oh, no, wait, this is
Crash.
not a clue. This
It's
is
not
just
a clue.
a
Is
fun,
it just a fun game? Is it?
fun quiz. Not everything has to have an answer, Jo. But this one does. If you were an animal, Jo, what would you be?
Oh, I'd be an otter.
I knew it. I said it to you. Otter.
Otter.
I knew it.
Otter. I'd be an otter. I love otters. Or a dolphin, but an otter's my favourite. I don't know.
So
Do I like
anything
dolphins
that
more
swims.
or otters more?
Do you like swimming?
Yeah, I do. I think probably
Makes
an otter
sense.
because they've got paws and they're cute, but they do live hardly any length of time at
Bears
all. And I'm
with
not
paws.
sure whether dolphins live longer than otters. I don't know. Do they live longer than otters?
You know what? I'm going to
Yeah,
Google it.
How long do dolphins live? I think it depends on whether you get caught fishing for tuna.
Oh, that's depressing.
But then otters get hit over the head with a spade if you watch Ring of Bright Water, and that's just as sad.
What the hell are you on about?
Oh, have you not seen Ring of Bright Water? It's so
What
sad.
does an otter live?
Otters live 4 years
Hey,
approximately, depending on the otter.
Probably shouldn't do that to my bath.
Bath.
After 1 month, the pup can. Otters live up to 16 years.
No, they don't. They die after about 4.
Says
Depends on the otters.
Google. Depends on the otter. Does it go for a run every day? Does it enjoy long bike rides to work? Dolphins can live up to 60 years.
Well, there you go then. So dolphins might be a
striped-
better idea. I could be a dolphin then. Dolphins live.
There you go. There's a fact for you. A striped dolphin lives up to 60 years.
How long do pink dolphins live? Because I love pink dolphins. I went all the way to Peru to see one, and I saw. That was it. That was all I saw. Pink Amazonian dolphins.
40 years.
And
God,
they've
that's
got
an ugly
It's
dolphin.
an ugly dolphin. But they're pink.
Ugh.
They're
It's
really
like the
cute.
naked mole rat of the
Yeah,
sea.
they're really cute though. Gradually
Oh.
adding stuff to the board.
So you
adding
would
stuff to the
be
board.
an otter. Or
I
no,
would
you'd
be
be a
an
dolphin because they live longer.
Dolphins, yeah, but otters are definitely cuter.
Aw, I would be. I mean, I'd be a dog.
You'd be a dog.
I'd be a
What
dog.
kind of a dog would you be, Della?
I'd be my dog because I look after my dog really well.
You do look after your dog really
I
well.
spy.
Well, your
My
dog is also very old.
my dog is 15 years old next month. He's a little Yorkshire Terrier, and he likes to go on long walks but can't walk for long. So I have a little baby carrier for him, and I know I'm a terrible person, but Yeah, I'd be my
He
dog.
looks very happy in his baby carrier, to be fair.
He does.
He likes his baby carrier.
What animals would you be? Just let me know. Just a little fun question to break up the fact that we've been putting an incident board up for
30 minutes.
30 minutes now.
Not quite. Yeah, what animal would you be if you could be an animal? Have I nearly got everything on our incident? No, I haven't. I've still got things to put up. Still got things to put up on the incident board. Haven't finished it yet.
Why are we doing this is not a question I'm reading out, but why are we doing a massively long live stream today? Well, gather round, children. We have the world's most boring story. We've been doing very quick 2-minute live streams thinking, hey, this is 2017, everyone has the attention span of a gnat, myself included. So we'll do little live streams that people can watch with a little quiz in it and people can message us the answer. And then we thought, maybe we should ask somebody with some experience on Kickstarter. And everyone said at least an hour.
An hour long. Some people do it for 24. Can you imagine us two talking for 22 hours? 24 hours. That would just be like.
I think the suicide average would go up from anyone watching our
Who
videos.
killed? Well, actually, Red Herring Games killed them because they've been on the live
A
stream
murder
for
mystery
24
company
hours.
killed them.
We're nearly there with that. I've nearly there. Got my little bits on.
That
This
looks
is
like
just one-
Freddie Mercury.
I was thinking Hitler.
It's quite a difference.
Quite a difference in things. Oh, yeah, there's a nice little Indian elephant.
Indian elephant.
Pop
Yeah,
them
so
down
the
there.
theme of our first story is India. If you haven't seen our trailer, if you not known with our Kickstarter, it's a lady called Marie Jones who goes missing in India while looking for a husband. And that's when the murder mystery
Well,
begins.
not for her husband. Her husband
Looking
doesn't have
for
looking for a husband.
Husband.
Because post the First World War, there was a bit of a shortage of men, so they used to send the women across to India.
So we had to
find-
outsource men.
Had to outsource men. I'll get the phone. You carry on chatting.
Trying to keep you entertained while Joe's on the phone.
Hello, through to Joe at Red Herring Games. How can I help?
So, guys,
All right, yeah.
gather round. Let me tell you some ham truths. Life is a difficult place. I'm joking. Okay, so this is our incident board that we've taken half an hour to build. You should be able to do it a lot faster than us because I imagine you're all extremely great armchair detectives.
When is it?
I do think you can be a detective. Do you want to give it a try? Go on our Kickstarter page. Make a pledge. Pledge a penny. Pledge more. Pledge whatever you like. Or just have a read through about
You're going to email me the
our
details.
lovely box.
That'd be great. And how many places have I
Sounded
got?
a bit
Just
filthy.
one?
I'm really sorry. Joe shouldn't leave me alone in front of the camera. Everything gets dirty.
Yeah, that would be great.
Joe, your battery's low. Power saving.
Thanks. Bye.
Are we still there on Periscope? No.
Oh no, is Periscope gone? Have I run out of battery?
No.
I think if Periscope stops after a certain time because they figured that you're too boring.
We're too boring. Periscope's gone.
Periscope can come back.
Periscope, come back. Lassie, come
It
home.
got too hot. It's run out of charge. I think that's why it's come off. It's
No,
starting
no,
to
it said-
conserve power.
It said power saving mode, so I clicked
Yeah,
yes.
it's gone to power saving mode, so it's turned it off.
Well, you guys
We're
are
still
here.
here.
And that's all that matters. And apparently Twitter is Periscope and Periscope is Twitter. And we're
So
just
we're all
talking.
right.
You left for about 2 minutes and it got incredibly filthy. So please help.
It got filthy.
Yeah.
Dear. Look, it looks like we've got Anne Frank as well.
We've got Anne Frank and Hitler. What a combination.
I've got to try and work out where to put these other suspects on the board. It looks rather interesting. I quite like this.
I'm glad you think our game looks remotely interesting. So
Not remotely, quite interesting.
Quite.
So now this looks to me like she might have had something to do with the sari. I'm going to tie that there. This isn't how we're building it, by the way. This isn't what it's going to
No, we're not just building the game live on camera. We
Although, if you do want to get your name into the game, it's possible because we haven't decided on the suspect names yet. So if anybody wants to have their name as a suspect, we are quite happy to use their own names
Oh,
for
that should
suspects.
be a pledge.
That should have been a pledge, shouldn't it?
We should have done that as a pledge. That would have been clever. But alas, we're not that clever. Oh, I wonder if you can go live on Periscope from the computer.
I don't know.
I'll just tap into our lovely camera.
Periscope used to be
Is it like Instagram?
It used to have to get it on the thing? I don't know.
Ba-da-ba. Joe, keep them entertained. Tell a
Keep
joke.
them entertained. Tell a joke. What did the Russians say when they saw the Chinese coming over the hill?
I don't know.
Here come the Chinese.
And that's all, folks. That's as good as it gets.
Yes, I love that one. You can log into me if you want. You can guess what it is.
I'm gonna guess. Don't say out loud on the internet.
No, I won't. Yeah, that one. And use my Red Herring Games account. Oh, is that because you're going to have to sign out? Will it sign out of everything else?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no, because you're Twittering
I'm on my
now, aren't
phone.
you?
I'm twittering. I'm tweeting. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. There's one person on Twitter watching me go, tweet, tweet, tweet. This is your life.
Da, 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 da.
Make better decisions. Joe, the world can just see your bottom.
Sorry, I'm just trying.
The majority of this live stream has been Joanna Smedley's bottom.
I've just been trying to put the incident board together behind us to make it look exciting and interesting and what you would want to know.
It is exciting.
Is it not logging you in?
Oh, it is. It is. I just have to.
We're going to lose the camera at some point. That'll be the next thing.
Yeah, if you go,
It's because our camera's died.
everything's dying.
One by one by one. It's a bit like that Agatha Christie thing. Soldiers, little 10 little soldiers or 10 little monkeys, whatever it is, and they all gradually peg out one after the other, and it transpires that it's the person that
What
died
was your
third time
childhood?
into the.
That sounds. I read a book about an otter that gets his brains bashed in, and then there was these monkeys that died one by
No, it
one.
wasn't monkeys. It was there was a book, and it was all about that, them dying one after the other. They're just not letting you log in on there, are they?
I'm just a bit scared for life about your stories, Joe. I was trying to keep it lively
Light
and
And
happy.
energetic.
I'm going to
exciting.
interrupt this terrible thing with, if you had to trade your children for something, what would you trade them for?
Is this for me or for them?
For you, you're the only person with children. I presume.
How do you know? If I could trade my children for something.
No, yeah, you've been forced. You've got to trade your children for something.
Well, as in, I get them back if I
No,
give
no.
something.
No, you've got to give away your children in return for an item. What item?
And it can't be another one of the children.
I'm going to trade in this. It's like Sophie's Choice.
I'd have the dog back.
You'd have a moss.
Yeah.
She'd trade in her children for her late dog Moss.
Yeah.
That's a good trade.
I think it's a good trade. I think it's a fantastic trade.
What are you doing, Joe? It's just not playing.
It's not playing.
If
is
you
it?
don't know what I'm doing, I'm currently growling at the computer,
Twitter. Is it not letting you
Twitter.
log in on.
redirecting you back. Okay,
Logging you in now. Yay.
that's what it should be for, and I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it like that.
I don't think that it's one of those things that doesn't allow you to do it except from a phone. So because we've got to run the phone out of charge, I think it's just decided to die.
Oh, I forgot that we're also live streaming on Facebook. I haven't checked in on. There might be a few
There might be
comments.
a few comments on Facebook, and we're not keeping an eye on Facebook.
Hello, Facebook people, if there is any. We're sorry we've been ignoring you. We're terrible people, and we feel bad.
You can't have. We need about 6 screens. If anybody's seen how Terry Pratchett works, he's got like a bank of 12 screens before he died. Obviously, he doesn't have that now. He's got like
In his coffin, he's
omniscience.
got surround sound and 12 screens. Wow, this is terrible. Oh, that's my Facebook.
That doesn't help.
Red
are we
herring.
live streaming on Red
Red
Herring?
herring.
Keep up with the Red Herring's live stream, and we need to make sure we keep an eye on us as well on Kickstarter.
Hello.
Hello, we're still here. Ask questions away, and then can you get Facebook up on that one? Look at that.
Magic.
Magic. It's magic, magic. So, where are we sitting?
We are Cosy Killer, and we are looking for pledges on our Kickstarter. Way! This is Joe.
Hello!
I'm Della. Hello. And this is an incident board.
Ta-da!
Today mine's
How
gone.
you might solve. So you've got to think a little bit laterally as to how you might solve the murder mystery plot. So we've kind of done an example of how you might solve it. And we've still got 3 dead ginger dead men available for people who answer correctly on yesterday's quiz.
Cosy Killer, by the way, if you don't know, is a monthly subscription box where you get clues and cryptic puzzles and things you gotta work out and trinkets, and you gotta solve a murder over 12 months.
So, yesterday's cryptic puzzle, rather.
I would look on our Kickstarter page and read this because it's very difficult.
What, to not read it?
Yeah, to hear it, it's very
hear
difficult. It's like a maths question.
Oh, you don't need to tell me what speed they're travelling at or whether the crow flies faster or anything like that. So,
Already lost.
question is, if I'm on the 8:34 a.m. train from Grimsby Town, changing in Sheffield and passing through Derby, which detective could meet me on the 12:40 p.m. train? Fictional detective, because I don't think anybody knows the real ones there. But they might, in which case I wouldn't be able to look them up and we wouldn't know whether you're right or not. So it has to be a fictional one.
Oh, where is our today's quiz thing?
Oh, it's not live yet.
Not
Because
live.
do you want me to print it out?
Yeah, print it out, and then if you're an exclusive Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Kickstarter viewer, then you can get this this quiz before anyone else, and you can figure out the answer before anyone else. I had a little brain reset in the middle of that sentence. If you rewind back, you can see the exact moment when my brain went. So,
I've got
yeah.
to find it. I better find one without the answer on.
Preferably, let's not give them the answer already.
Should I print it in A3?
Yeah, print it quite big because it doesn't focus. Bigger the better. Joe should never leave me alone on camera. It gets instantly disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I just said bigger the better.
Fizz.
Bang!
Buzz!
Buzz!
Have a banana.
Fizz!
Buzz!
Have a banana.
Anybody who hasn't seen Cabin Pressure should watch Cabin Pressure.
We're addicted at the minute to this radio play called Cabin Pressure. It's very old. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch in it. And there's an episode where anytime anyone says fizz, somebody has to say bang. Buzz. Buzz. Not bang. Someone has to say buzz. And anytime somebody says buzz, the other person has to say have a banana. So randomly, Joe will just go in the office. Fizz.
Buzz.
Have a banana.
It works better when Emma's in as well.
Yeah, there's only 3 of us in the entire office. The company is made up of 3 people. 2.5 because I'm not here all the time. I'm off being dramatic.
Well, that's even when you're here.
Even when I'm here, I'm not really here.
For some reason, it's printed out with black.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da-da.
exclusive to our live stream viewers, here is the next conundrum.
So you have to connect all these things together and tell us a detective double act. Well, 2 detective double acts.
Yeah, so in total there are 4 detectives.
No, there's 2 detective double acts. There's 4 people,
Yeah, 4.
2 detective double acts. They're not detectives. Not all of them are detectives.
Hey, he helps, he helps.
No, Tom, it's a he. It could be a woman. There could be a woman in there as well. So,
They're all
there is a woman in there, because if you look, there is a woman in there. Well-known woman. So you've got to try and work out the detective double acts, and we will be posting that on our update page. No hints, no clues for this one. It's not difficult. It really isn't difficult. We've made it slightly harder by muddling up the pictures. So when the pictures are straightened out into being correct, it's dead easy to solve. But we've purposefully muddled them up for you. So that's what it's going to look like when it goes live on the update later. But without the wobble! Without the wobble! Right, how we do?
Well, we've logged on, we've introduced ourselves, we've put an incident board, and
The
we've...
incident board looks rather cool. I feel like to have something else on it, but I don't know where the something else is on.
I don't know. But this cup of tea is keeping me going.
We can have a biscuit.
Oh, give me a
Have
biscuit.
a biscuit live on there. Because Cosy Killer's all about having a biscuit
We
and
said,
a cup of tea.
oh, this cup of tea is going to be cold, but the biscuit will be worth it. We said, what can we do for an hour or so on live stream?
Waiting for everybody to catch up, because apparently it takes ages for people to catch up and ask questions. And we were like, oh, why does it take so long for people to log in? But they don't. People don't log in at the same time.
I
So-
suggested that we just get drunk on camera.
I have put 2 beers in the fridge.
This is my boss. This is nice. Biscuits, tea. This, you know what? Of all the things you could be doing with your life right now, you sat watching us eat a biscuit on live stream. How's it feel?
There is very little that cannot be cured with a chocolate hobnob.
Mhm.
Very little.
Mhm. We got a wasp in the office. Or is
No, I
that
think
just a
it was
big
just
fat
a
fly?
big fat fly. What would be better? I think they ought to produce chocolate hobnobs with like that custardy stuff in the middle. You know those sandwich, like you get Fox's Crunch creams.
Like custard cream.
Because I quite like Fox's custard cream. You know, the Fox's biscuit with the cream in the middle.
But then
But if they did a hobnob with the cream in the middle and then chocolate on one side, that would be super.
so chocolate hobnob,
Mm-hmm.
custard cream, chocolate hobnob.
No.
Or
Or
just
just be able to eat it with two chocolate ends, you get dirty fingers.
because that's just extreme. I know, but you'd have to hold it back by the dry end, and the bottom end would fall off.
Depends on whether you were dipping it or not.
I always dip the biscuit.
Even
I'm a
wagon
big
wheels?
dipper. I
Would
can't
you
eat
dip
a
a wagon
wheel.
wheel?
I can't eat a wagon wheel. It's got marshmallow on, and I'm an
Not-
awkward vegetarian.
But surely they're marshmallows, not gelatin.
I think they
Meat,
are.
meat gelatin based, are they?
When I checked when I was a kid, they were meaty.
Might
Wagon
not
wheels
check
are
now.
meat. The more you know. Dolphins can live 60 years.
Otters don't live as long
Otters live 16 years like a dog.
unless they're otters that only live 4 years, in which case they live about 4 because they don't live 16.
Unless they're not a...
It depends on which otter. It could be a sea otter, it could be an otter from the zoo, which lives longer.
Or it could be that otter from that book that you read as a kid where
They
it
got
got
whacked
his
over the head,
whacked over the head.
which would just be awful.
Yeah.
Speaking of biscuits,
What a segue! What a segue!
isn't that one of those things that you...
Yeah, but it's also like a segue into a different conversation.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Hmm?
Was that like a stalking cat? No.
Stuff.
Candelabra.
Leopard and Derby.
Derby.
Yeah, but we're saying it wrong.
Yeah, well you are, I'm not.
I refuse to say. I'll say candelabra, but not Derby. Derby.
It's Derby.
I'm so
If
confused.
it's Derby, it's like a Kentucky Derby where it's like
I
a
think
horses
demolition
racing
derby.
round and
Yeah,
round. Yeah,
but I
demolition
also say mayor, and that's wrong. It's mayor.
derby. Yeah.
American
Unless
TV.
it's mayonnaise, in which case it's...
That's got to be a pun. Mayor.
it's in Bumper for the Barbecue.
We already have that pun in one of our games. All of our take-home murder mystery games, they have a lot of puns. So,
Not all of them, but a lot of them do.
but we have
Silly
a lot of great ones. They're called like the Great British Bump Off, which is popular. We have Downturn Abbey.
Sue Perkins has got the Great British Bump Off
She
after we went
has.
to...
What a
London.
drop in. Bing! By the way, we went and won an award in
I
London.
should go and get it. I should
Go
and
get
the
it.
award.
Let's have a little brag.
You see,
Everyone
we
saw
can
your
also
bum on camera.
Book.
Joe wrote a book. Here we go. Hello from the other side. What are we doing? What are we? So here we go.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Here is our award.
Presented by Sue Perkins.
Sue Perkins has touched this award.
She has actually.
She has.
We haven't cleaned it.
We have a fingerprints on this.
Hey, we could dust it for prints live on air and see how many prints are on it.
Do you have any fingerprint dusting kit?
I do.
Do it.
I have a fingerprint dusting kit.
Do it.
I'm going to get the fingerprint dusting kit. I need a tall person.
I'm a tall person. Look how tall I am. 5'9/10", maybe 8. I don't know. Who measures himself these days? I'm just tall.
I've got the engineer's gadget in the box.
What's an engineer's gadget?
Telephone engineer's gadget. It left behind by accident.
Makes all sense. I've got so many images of my face on there. Okay.
If anybody wants that, by the way, anybody happens to be a BT engineer,
See,
we
I
We don't want it.
thought this was something that you put in a turkey to see if it's done.
it
A
looks
dead
like that.
turkey. Not
Hey, look!
Don't put it in a living turkey.
We've got
That's animal abuse.
We've got a CSI suit.
Oh, Joe, put it on. Put it on. Put it on.
It's so hot, Della. I'm going to take the shoes off.
Fluorescent green fingerprint dusting. Look at that.
Oh, it's magnetic, so you need your magnetic wand. Magnetic wand. There we go.
Is that... So what do you do?
Oh, you've not been on our course.
I haven't.
Right. Magnetic powder.
Okay, we need to get a good angle.
Magnetic powder. We need to get a good angle on this while we're doing it. Magnetic powder. I ought to go and get. You ought to get the CSI suit on. You get the CSI suit on because you don't. It'll fit you better than me. We are going to fingerprint dust. Hello to everybody. Just pop in and say hi and say who you are. That would be lovely. And tell us where you're watching from. That would be great. We're in Grimsby. We're just about to fingerprint dust our award, so that just goes to show what a murder mystery company we are.
We just
ate biscuits, and now we're just thinking about fingerprint dusting our award. So we do. You can't really see this very easily. There we go. We do forensic workshops. We do forensic workshops for writers. This is how cool is this? Look, I need to bring it nearer me because it needs to focus. This is a magnetic wand with our magnetic powder. And Della is in the middle of getting into a CSI suit. There we go.
Is it appropriate to say what I feel like?
Oh no, I'm just dropping the dust. There we go.
I feel like something very biological that looks like a tadpole but isn't.
A frog.
A sperm.
Right, so one fingerprint one. Now the important thing with fingerprinting is that it doesn't go, you don't brush the surface. So with a magnetic wand, you don't have to brush. You kind of just, because it's magnetic powder and it's all stuck. Oh look, there's loads of fingerprints cropping up. One of these could be Sue Perkins.
Oh, let's steal her identity.
I can see loads of it with it. You can just about, look at that. We need to get a white piece of paper. You'll be able to see behind them. Oh, look at that. You can see fingerprints. They've all come up. Well, of course, some of them will be ours. Shall I do the other side as well? It depends on where Sue Perkins held it, of course. And what I don't have is the lifting powders at the moment with me. And we used up all the lifting tape. Now, the question is, whose are those? Now, that's not mine, because I don't have one of those.
I have a little line running through mine.
I don't have one of those. See, that is not my finger. For want of a better word.
That is not my finger.
That is not my finger.
That sounds like a great TV program.
Yeah, that is not my finger. I'm going to pop the award down, and then I'm going to have to go and get. Have we got that thick sellotape somewhere still?
Oh yeah.
Do say where you're watching from, by the way. We'd love to say hello and explain who you are, and tell us what kind of things you normally back and what kind of things you're interested in, and we can explain a little bit about Cosy Killer and why we think our stuff is hot to trot. It's a fantastic project, and I'm sure you'll agree when you know.
Do you know what's back?
Do I know what's back?
Back streets back. All right. Down.
No, I don't get that.
My humour is wasted in this office. There's a weird echo.
There's a weird echo. It's lifting tape, the easy way. This could be Sue Perkins' finger.
There is a 1 in 4 chance that it's Sue finger.
Actually, no, because I think Rachel's touched it as well. So
there's a 1 in 5 chance that this could be Sue Perkins' fingerprint. This is like stalker stuff right now.
Yeah, maybe we should tweet her and tell her that this is what we're up to. Hello, Blood Moon. Do pop in and say hello and say where you're watching from. That would be lovely.
Yeah,
we're in the middle of fingerprint dusting our award at the moment, which might seem like a strange thing to do, but we thought, well, not. We're online. We might as well. There's a really good.
We've got
is a really
3
good
people on Kickstarter watching us,
and none of you are talking. It's rude. Say
hello. Well,
you know, we are talking about a British murder mystery, and the British are very polite. We're very polite. We say who we are when we're watching somebody, and we introduce ourselves properly. I'm Jo, by the way.
On that note,
joining us.
I'm Della, and
we are just about to drop
breaking
our award.
Breaking
our award. Have I got all the? I think I have. I've got every single last piece off the back, so now I need to start lifting off the front.
We are currently trying to steal Sue Perkins' identity by lifting her fingerprints off an award she gave us the other week.
Somebody
That
should
is
tell
what
her.
our lives
Somebody
have
should
come to.
tell her that we're in the middle of lifting
Somebody
her fingerprint
tweet
off the award.
Sue Perkins and tell her that
She's
we're
just at
committing
Sue Perkins, not that
a
anybody
really
needs to know, but
big crime. So
rather
this is
cool.
what
I'm
we
getting
do.
some really cool fingerprints off here, and then we'd have to
Oh,
stick it onto a piece
For
of.
people on Kickstarter who probably don't know what our Kickstarter is, they just tune into our live stream. Our Kickstarter is Cosy Killer. Now, Cosy Killer is a monthly subscription murder mystery, and it lasts for 12 months, one story, and every month you receive a box like this, but not this, filled with clues and headshots and newspaper articles and cryptic puzzles and codes.
Things that you would evidence basically for a real crime that's happened.
Stuff you'll have to figure out what it means, and by the end of the 12 months you should be able to figure out who done it.
Who done it?
We're trying to get this Kickstarter off the ground, and if you
It's already off the ground. We're just trying to get more funding for it,
Yeah.
aren't we?
And if you think this is something you're interested in, please check out our pledges and have a gander.
For those who are wondering why I'm wandering around with the sellotape, this is because on this piece of sellotape, all the fingerprints we've just gathered off the star, which we got given our small award. We've just dusted it for
Spike.
prints.
Welcome to Periscope. This is your first day.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
hello, Spike.
Yay!
Yay, where are you streaming from, Spike?
We're from Lincolnshire, England.
Grimsby, to be precise.
Grimsby.
So we've just finished taking fingerprints off our award. I need to go and put it on a clean piece of paper now, because one of these could well be Sue Perkins. Do we want to use the back of that? I don't know. We could do. It's long enough. And that's not the back of that. You can even see where it's been etched.
Etched. What a sexy word.
Oh, etched.
Etched.
I've never thought Etch-a-Sketches was a particularly sexy object, though.
Oh. Etch-a-sketch. Say it in a sexy word. Etch-a-sketch.
That doesn't work. Yeah, so there we go. There's all our fingerprints. So one of those is Sue Perkins' fingerprint. We should have thought about doing this ages ago.
On the back of this fingerprint thing is also our puzzle for the next clue thing. That made sense.
It's our next clue for the puzzle. There's a puzzle on
we
Kickstarter. We do a puzzle a day at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty much a puzzle a day.
It's not
for
quite,
weekends.
but it is almost a puzzle a day.
And if you figure it out, then you get a ginger dead man, which is somewhere on this. Here we go. A ginger dead man, a ginger dead man, like a gingerbread man, but he's dead. We've just dusted our award for Sue Perkins' fingerprints, and we're probably going to go to jail.
Well, no, because we're not going to use them for anything, are we?
I might.
But you can't see them now because it's gone clear. But you can just about see there's a fluorescent mark on this page where we've just used fluorescent fingerprint powder to get the things off. So you won't need fingerprint powder to do your Cosy Killering, because it's set in the cozy golden age of fiction era. So you're going to have much more puzzly things to try and sort out. So this is our sort of sample board of what you might need to do to try and solve it.
Yep.
So, but you will need things like spy glasses, so you can actually look at things more closely. So yeah, you'll get things like this in the box. Hello, 49 Phyto. You'll get things like this in the box. You'll get everything you need to solve the case will be within the boxes, but the boxes will arrive as they would arrive if you were a detective. The evidence would just come in as it arrives. So you don't get any sort of hints in terms of how things arrive, or you don't get any prior warning. You just have to decide for yourself what's important and what isn't. So there might be a postcard in your box. You've got to decide who that's from, whether it's important, and what bearing it has on the case. And you might then be able to connect that postcard up to some kind of cryptic note, and you might think, oh, those two things might be related. The handwriting looks very similar. There might be something else that gives it away. You think, oh, I think they're written by the same person. So there's things like that you'll be puzzling out yourself and trying to work out for yourself as you go through the Kickstarter, the Cosy Killer box. So that's all happening over the space of 12 months. And at the end of 12 months, you've got to decide who did it. So it's going to start off, you're going to get given the journal of Marie Jones as she's travelled to India and moved in. And then you're going to get a little cover note from the person who's sending you all the information to explain why you're getting all the information. and then you've just got to solve it. So there'll be things in the box. There'll be things like letters, there'll be newspaper articles, there'll be stuff that's real. Well, not real because we can't send you real things, but there'll be memorabilia stuff, vintage stuff that we've been able to reproduce for you from the National Archives and the Victorian Albert Museum. There'll be stuff like that in there. And then there'll be other bits and bats like this, feathers. And there could be buttons. Things that have a relation to the plot that you've got to try and work out what that's all got to do with. So I think we've been on for about an hour now, Della.
Have we? Has it been that long?
Has it felt
Like
It's
2 days.
So we've been on. Hello, Johnny Scope. Do tell us where you're coming from. So we've been on for about an hour now. So we were told to stay on for an hour, weren't we? Because more people watch. There might be something we have to do. Get more people chatting. Wait for people to arrive. As we go through. So
Yeah.
we'll go back on another day and do another hour-long scope.
Yeah. If you want to see more of this madness, please
Let us know.
subscribe to our Kickstarter or follow us on Twitter or on Facebook at Cosy Killer with an S. COSYKILLER. And yeah, find out how we're doing.
It might have to be something I try tomorrow on a Saturday.
Yeah.
People won't be at work.
Yeah, it might be better to do it at weekend. We're new
Although
to
it's
this.
Tristan's birthday tomorrow, so I'm not going to be doing
I
that.
got a Facebook time hop of you when you made that border collie
I know,
cake.
he hasn't said what he wants cake-wise. I'm going to have to go home and make a cake and then work out what he wants to decorate it in all by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I remember last year that you had the border collie cake and it even had a little doggy poo
It
on the
did.
cake.
He liked the little doggy poo
It
on the
ruined
cake.
the cake.
No, he loved it. He thought it was brilliant.
I know, but no one wants to eat poo cake.
No. So we'll have to find out what he wants this year. I'll have to go back and find out.
Okie dokie, that's been an hour.
We've talked. We've
talked.
eaten chocolate biscuits.
I've
And we've
dressed
explained what Cosy Killer's about, and we've
this.
fitted an evidence board together.
Mm.
I might have to take it all off and start again tomorrow.
I think maybe.
Although I'll have been drinking tomorrow. I don't think doing a post.
I
I
think
think not doing it if I've been drinking is probably a good idea.
we should do a live stream where we just get more and more gradually.
There's some people
Drunk.
doing them for like 24 hours.
What's that? Some people stream for 24 hours. What's that?
I don't know, but it sounds cool.
Fizz.
It sounds like it should be something.
Fizz.
Yeah, buzz. Oh, good, he's
Have
playing.
a banana.
Right, are we? Oh, you've got dust on you. No, don't do that because you've got to keep it all down, and then it'll gradually pick it all up.
The magic is real.
And it's here live on air.
You've been watching Joe and
The
Della.
Muppet Show.
Giant flag.
Right, there we go. That's it.
And look at that. Look at.
They can't see. They might be able to see. I've just picked up the dust from the. Done. Are we signing off?
Yeah.
So we'll see you again next week.
Bye. We're still on live on Twitter. Bye. And we're still live on Swipe Down. Oh, you can skip. Swipe down. Oh no, too far.
Too far. Stop
Stop
broadcast.
broadcast.
Yeah,
And
that's a very Periscope thing.
We're still on YouTube. So I need to.
Live view is 24. And we're still on YouTube. I'll let you deal with YouTube.
Oh, that's low. Hello, YouTube. You got me until I figure out how to turn this off. For your entertainment today, I will be singing opera.